F is one of those names where or letters, is where it can be difficult to come up with names, and I, as you'll see, struggled. My first F name for a girl is Fayette. It is my favorite F name for a girl. It's very pretty. It's a place name, but I'm okay with place names, and I just think it's soft and feminine. Then there's Felicity. Felicity has been a name that I've liked for a long time, since I can really remember start liking names. I associate Felicity more with the American Girl franchise. Their first historical doll, or character, not necessarily they created, but time-wise, when I was growing up, I don't think it's the case now, but when I was growing up, was Felicity, the little red-headed girl. Then there's Fidela. Fidela, it's like a feminine take on Fidel, but I think it sounds prettier. And I'd probably want to use the name Fidela because it is a feminine take on Fidel, and then you got Fidel Castro, so probably not a good idea. Then there's Fiona. And Frances. Frances was a throw-on name just because F for me was a very difficult letter to find names. Same with Florence, throw-on name. Then there's Felicia. It's a take on Alicia. And as I've said before, I wouldn't probably name, I try to stray from using names for people that I know. And I had a friend growing up named Alicia, so Felicia. And there's Fern. It's a family name. I lived with my Aunt Fern for a while. Very sweet lady. Flora. I know someone who named her daughter Flora. And it's one of those throw-in names because I couldn't think of many F names. Franny, family name. Faye, just without the ed, is pretty, but it's also a family name. Finley is a unisex name and can be used for a girl or a boy. I like Finley better for a girl. I'll explain why later. And then you have Floretta. I do like Floretta better than Flora. Floretta I think is prettier. Then you have Fontella, which I think is just fun to say. And then Francesca, what, I've known one person named Francesca, and we all look great. And I've always, liked the name. For boys, first I have Finton. And that is not why I like Finley but better for a girl. I'll tell you in a minute why. Then you have Foster. I think Foster is just an interesting sounding name for a boy. Then you have Finn. And this is why I like Finley better for a girl. Finn is a common nickname for Finley. And I think Finn fits better for a boy and Finley fits better for a girl. Then you have Fulton. And then Franz. Franz is just an interesting sounding name. I think it's cute. Frederick. Flynn. People might associate Flynn with Flynn Rider from Tangled, but I really like the movie. Fletcher. Frank and Francis. Frank is a nickname for Francis. Take Frank Sinatra, for example. His name was Francis Albert, and he went by Frank. But I need enough names. And then we have Farron. Farron is just Aaron with an F. And I think it's interesting sounding, but now that I'm saying it, I think it sounds a little bit more like a real name. And there's Felix, like Felix the cat. Felton and Fenton, kind of maybe a twinny name, I thought, when I saw them, so I kind of liked pairing those together. And then Finnis. Again, nickname Finn, or Finny, which is kind of cute for a boy. And those are my F names.